Hello, it's great to be here, if only to dispel the persistent internet rumour that, like Paul McCartney, I died in 1966. Tonight's teams are, on my right, Niall Jones, an English graduate who once walked through a nudist beach when his Scout Troop's minibus broke down. Lorna Frankel, a keen choral singer who read Crime and Punishment to impress a first date. And their captain, Steve Barnes, a science teacher who can quote the film Chicken Run in its entirety. United by a weakness for walking, they are the Ramblers. Steve, what's more important, letters or numbers?
Letters.
And which do you prefer?
Letters.
Why?
I don't know. I was put on the spot and I made a very quick decision.
If you didn't want that to happen, why have you come?
I have no idea.
This evening you are facing, on my left, Fergus Navaratnam Blair, a philosophy graduate whose family runs a luxury spa hotel for cats. Sam Navaratnam, a civil servant who's appeared in the background of a documentary about uncool teenagers. And their captain, Sangeetha Navaratnam Blair, a charity worker who was wished a happy birthday by a famous hippo. United by a passion for puppets, they are the Muppets. What was your favourite question from your previous game?
We had a pitch around with Jojo Rabbit, and we got it in quite an early, the second clue, so that was pretty good.
Fergus, you turned out to know quite a lot about Coco the gorilla. Is that a particular favourite subject of yours, famous creatures?
Famous animals, famous gorillas, famous hippos, all sorts of famous animals.
This evening, you are playing for a place in the semi-final. Well done for getting this far, teams, and good luck tonight. Ramblers, you won the toss, but you've decided to put your opponents in first. So, Muppets, please choose a hieroglyph.
Sure, we'll go for Horned Viper, please.
OK, what is the connection between these apparently random clues? Here's the first.
Okay, so George Orwell, Arthur Blair, could be something for a scene of the one, I think.
Next, please.
Okay, so
Health, something in
Health
Health
Secretary,
Secretary.
Ministry of something. I've seen another one, I think.
Okay,
No, I've seen another one.
okay, next, please.
The Wilk family.
But the jam,
I've seen another
Okay,
one.
next, please.
From like
Peru. Peru, did you just say Peru?
No, it's can't be more.
say jam or condiments.
Oh, jam.
Yeah, try.
Let's say jam or condiments.
I'd quite like to hear something specific.
Marmalade?
Marmalade. I suppose it's kind of a sort of jam, isn't it? Kind of orange jam. What can you tell me about these clues?
I can tell you that Paddington Bear likes marmalade sandwiches.
I think the Wilkin family produce, well, marmalade's another kind of preserve.
That's it. It's the Tiptree brand. It's the Wilkin family. For Jeremy Hunt, it was an early business venture, exporting marmalade.
Okay.
And George Orwell was quite a keen marmalade maker. In fact, in 2019, the British Council formally apologised to George Orwell because in 1946 they'd rejected an essay of his about British dietary habits, which included a recipe for marmalade, and they said it included too much sugar and water. And this was just after the war, and you shouldn't be putting too much sugar in things. Marmalade is the connection. Well done. Ramblers, what would you like?
Can we go for the Eye of Horus, please?
Eye of Horus. What is the connection between these picture clues? Here's the first.
Okay, let's start with some kind.
Should we go for another?
Yeah.
Next clue, please. What's that?
What's that? It's not pots.
Sugar glider?
Could be.
Might be.
Not
Should we go for another?
like sweet stuff.
We'll go for another. Next, please. What's that?
Is that like a... It's not a flying squirrel.
Flying
fox.
Flying fox? Is that a flying frog? Should we go for another?
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
Next clue, please. That's a flying
Flying
fish.
fish, yeah,
They're all flying. These are all flying animals.
Yes, they are. Can you be more specific about the animals?
So the last one is a flying fish. One of those is probably a flying fox.
I think number 3.
Yeah, and one a flying squirrel then?
It's a flying squirrel at 2.
Okay.
The first one, Wallace's flying frog.
Okay.
Obviously, the frog and the squirrel aren't actually flying. They're sort of gliding,
Yes.
but it looks like flight. And that third one? Something that can glide for several hundred feet between trees, native to Southeast Asia. The flying lemur. That's what that is. Okay. Muppets, what would you like?
We'll go for Twisted Flax, please.
Twisted Flax. What is the connection between these clues? Here's the first.
Medina, is that from Ab Fab?
See another one.
Okay, next, please.
A mouse.
Is these anagrams?
I think we need to see another one.
And next, please. There's something a mouse
It's
says.
like from a poem or something, or
Maybe.
see another one.
Next, please. Oh, this is the first words of poems to that thing by Robert Burns.
Oh yeah, well, I don't know if it's by Rob Burns. It's really the same poem.
Okay.
Yeah.
These are, the bottom line is the first word in a poem to the thing on the top line.
Again, I need to hear something more specific.
By Robert Burns.
By Robert Burns is the perfect answer. Very well done. Yes. Addressed to Edinburgh is the first one, to a louse, the famous one, the mouse, and a haggis. Do you know the poem? Can you quote any of it?
I can't, no.
Fair far, your honest sonsy face, great chieftain of the pudding race. I think I'm pronouncing that correctly. Is that right? I think that's right. They don't like to write in, Scottish viewers. They're very, very kind about my pronunciation on this show. Very, very lax. Back to you, Ramblers, for a choice.
Can we have the water, please?
Yes, you could. It's a music question. What connects these clues? Here's the first.
Well, I was born to call miner's daughter.
It's coal miner's daughter.
Okay. Next, please. Edith Piaf. What does it mean?
I regret nothing.
Okay.
What's the person called? I think it's coal miner's daughter.
Okay, we'll go for it. Next, please.
Where there is discord, may we
This is,
bring harmony.
Maggie Thatcher's-
Where there is
it's
error,
this
may we
Clarence
bring
and Francis.
truth.
It's
Where there is
quoting.
doubt, may we bring faith. And where there is
Next clue,
despair.
please.
Summer of the Rainbow. It's a good film, really. Do these songs name films?
The songs do not name films. Muppets. Do you want to have a go for a bonus point?
I was going to say that they're all the something lady.
Not it. It is something to do with films, and there is a film called The Iron Lady about Margaret Thatcher. We heard from Loretta Lynn, Edith Piaf, Margaret Thatcher and Judy Garland. The
They've all
connection
won
is
Academy Awards. for
they have
playing
all
people being
featured
played.
in films where the performer playing that character won the Best Actress Oscar. Well done for spotting it at the end there. Muppets, what would you like?
We'll go for the lion, please.
Lion. What is the connection between these clues? Here's the first.
Existence,
Widespread.
existence, widespread.
To see another.
Next, please.
Oh, is this which way you go in? No, I don't know.
Next, please. Allegiance monarchies and their family. Allegiance to the right, monarchies, friends to the left.
Or is this doorways? You go through one, you go through the
Okay,
other.
next, please.
Is that a voting thing? Or
No, I think these might be speeches where they talk about
Okay.
the third place is monarchs and the families. So you should these.
I'll ask Sam to answer that.
So I think these might be speeches, and they represent how the relationship between the two things. So, for example, allegiance, your allegiance should go to the left, and your monarchs and families to the right.
That's not the connection, I'm afraid. Ramblers, do you want to have a go for a bonus?
Apparently not.
No.
Right. The arrows pointing left and right represent the letters L and R. And it's to do with spelling. A word for existence is life. If you change the L to an R, you get rife or widespread. Stolen goods, known as loot. Change that to an R, you get root or origin. So what do you think is the allegiance word?
Loyal and royal.
Loyalty and royalty. And the last one, lower and rower.
Yeah.
It's words that can be spelt with an L or an R to mean the words to the left and right. Another question, if you can face it. The two reads, what is the connection between these clues? Here's the first.
Right, do you know anything about that?
No, I don't
No.
know Monticello. Monticello rings a bell.
Next
but
clue,
I'm not
please.
sure what it is. Is that the sports thing?
Yeah, I do know what that is. Anything? Okay, next clue, please.
Charlie
I don't know who
Do you know
that
what that
is.
is?
Not clue.
I don't know.
No.
Okay, right. We're going to have to go for another one.
Yeah,
Next
yeah.
clue, please.
Dorothy and the Cowardly
What was the
Lion.
Poppies. Poppies.
Poppies.
Yeah, poppies.
Okay, you want me to go for that?
Yeah.
Poppies.
Is the right answer. You spotted that one, Lorna. What's going on here?
I only know the last clue, and it's that they fall asleep in the field of poppies before they get to the Emerald City.
That's right, in The Wizard of Oz. Do you know anything about the other clues over there?
It's a poppy seed bagel that makes her fail the drug
On
test.
Seinfeld.
On
That's
Seinfeld.
Elaine from Seinfeld. She fails a drug test because she's been eating too many poppy seeds in baked goods.
And Charlene White didn't wear a poppy on TV. She's a presenter, right?
Charlene White, the newsreader, doesn't wear a poppy because she feels that compromises her impartiality as a newsreader, and that's a controversial position. The first one, do you know what Monticello is?
It's Thomas Jefferson's
Yeah,
house, right?
yeah.
Thomas Jefferson's house. It was raided because there were lots of poppy plants, and they were all sort of gathered in by the government, which sounds ridiculous. Although I think Jefferson was perhaps an opium user, so why the poppies are there, we don't know. And that means at the end of round 1, the Ramblers have 2 points, the Muppets have 2 points. On to the sequences now, and Muppets, you'll be going first again, so please choose a hieroglyph.
Go for Horned Viper, please.
OK, what would come forth in this sequence? Here's the first.
Grease, Homer. I don't know. Cinema.
Next, please.
Oh, these are the people who are seen as the national writers of different countries.
Not really. No.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
Okay,
yeah.
shall I go next?
I haven't said there was some.
I see
What's the
another
order?
one.
Next, please. To Italy. Oh, it's a journey they did,
Yeah,
right?
these are
Oh,
journeys.
So what's the first? Who-
Greece,
what's-
Spain, Italy. Oh, what's the order of that? Greece, Spain, Italy.
Portugal?
What's the?
Oh, no, this is Italy.
Italy, you guys are going to have to... I'm going to have to buzz in. I'm going to hand to Felix. I'm going to hand over to Fergus.
Oh, I don't know.
No. I will say first to France, George Orwell.
Not it, I'm afraid. Ramblers, do you want to have a go?
First to France, Voltaire.
Not it. It's first Northern England, Wordsworth and Coleridge. We are going backwards through successive series of The Trip. Steve Coogan and Rob Brydon, those great series. And in the first one, they went to Northern England, following in the footsteps of Wordsworth and Coleridge. And Steve Coogan is going on this trip writing restaurant reviews. And his girlfriend dumps him, so he takes Rob Brydon instead. And it doesn't say to Northern England, because that was just called The Trip. And then the next series was The Trip to Italy, following in the footsteps of Byron and Shelley, then to Spain, and so on. What would you like, Ramblers, for a question?
Could we have the Twisted Flax, please?
Yes, you could. What would come forth in this sequence? Here's the first.
Pakistan to China, 3.
What's the 3? Well, that's K2 is. Isn't the Khyber?
Okay,
It's a
we'll go
road
next.
that goes
Next
back
clue,
to
please. Poland to Belarus.
In winter.
What's the number? Because it's going to be 0.
I don't know.
Poland to Belarus.
What's the in winter for?
Yeah, it's a good question.
Yeah, it is.
No.
Next clue, please.
Well, Portugal, Spain.
Is it
They all
borders?
border.
One border.
Is it the number of times they border that?
Oh,
Maybe?
I don't think Pakistan borders
what's the
China
winter?
3.
I guess if it's frozen over
Points.
somewhere.
I don't think it's that, but
What do you think? What have
I
we
think
got
you should
there?
go for
I don't know.
Okay,
Just
what do you
0,
think?
obviously 0 something.
What?
Australia.
0. New Zealand to Australia.
I'm afraid that's not an acceptable sequence. Muppets, do you know?
No, but we were going to guess 0, Poland to France.
That answer works for the sequence. Can you explain why?
I can't
Is it
at all.
time zones or something, or hours difference going from one to the other?
It is time zones. If you go from Pakistan to China, you change time by 3 hours. You were asking, Lorna, why does it say in winter? Because Poland to Belarus, it's a 2-hour time difference in winter. Portugal to Spain is 1 hour. We had France to Germany. And you said, I think, Poland
To France?
to France. Poland and France do not have any time difference. They're both on Central European time. So that is a correct answer. Well done, you get the bonus point. And what would you like for your own question?
We'll go for Eye of Horus, please.
Eye of Horus. What would come forth in this sequence? Here's the first.
In Morse code. I don't know what that is. Next, please. Exclamation mark. It's a line and dot.
Line and dot. So it's a line, dot. Or
Something, something. But then there's line dot, then just a
That's another
dot.
one.
So next, please. I don't know what it is. A is just a dot. So then
So
what's
it's
there?
nothing,
Nothing?
something that's. So it's dot, line, dot.
Yeah, then
Dot,
line
a
dot.
line,
and
dot,
then-
and dot.
And then nothing?
So and nothing.
I mean, it can't be nothing.
Well, hang on. Animals has dot line. No?
It's getting shorter.
Yeah, dot line, dot line.
Okay, I'm going to buzz it in a
dot.
second. I'm just going to say nothing.
Oh, no, try me.
I'll say nothing, just blank.
Not it, I'm afraid. Ramblers, do you want to have a go?
Lorna, I think she's
Is it a lowercase letter I?
A lowercase letter I, exactly right. Can you explain, Lorna?
I'm guessing it's rotating round, so I don't know which way round the N and the A are in Morse code. But
It's dash dot.
yeah.
So Morse code, it's dash dot, exclamation mark, obviously
Yeah.
dash dot. A in Morse code is dot dash. So we want to hear something where the dot is on the top and the dash below, for example, lowercase I. So well done, you get the bonus that time. And what would you like for your own question?
Can we go for the lion, please?
Yes, you could. What would come forth in this picture sequence? Here's the first.
Do you know who that is?
No, he looks vaguely familiar, but I don't know who he is.
Next, please.
That's Susan Boyle.
That is Susan Boyle. We'll have to go for another one, maybe.
yes.
Next, please.
Is that Hillary?
So we want someone who's called Lucy. Presumably the first guy.
Oh, from
Peterson
Harry.
one,
Harry.
is it?
Oh,
No,
Peter Jackson.
No, yeah, it probably is.
Yeah,
So London to Wardrobe.
It's
Anyone
Lucy.
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 Lucy Worsley.
Yeah.
I'll let you say
Did you-
now. No.
A picture of Lucy Worsley.
More beautiful even than Lucy Worsley, we've got Lucy Liu, the actor, at clue 4, but either would do. And why?
Because they're the children from the Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe. I'm
The
guessing an
Pevensey children, exactly. Peter, Susan, Edmund and Lucy. And who are the people in our clues?
Is that Peter Jackson?
It is the film director Peter Jackson, Susan Boyle, of course, and
Edmund Hillary.
Edmund Hillary, exactly so. Do you know their titles?
No.
King
the
Peter
Great,
is
Susan
the Magnificent,
Susan the Beautiful, no?
the Gentle, but you're in the right world. It's a bit more feminine, isn't it? It's that kind of thing. He's magnificent. You're gentle, lovely. And Edmund the
First.
Just.
Oh, that was the
Just.
Just. I thought that was Susan.
And Lucy, the annoying younger one. No, Lucy the Valiant. Muppets, what would you like?
Go for the water, please.
Yes, you could. What would come forth in this sequence? Here's the first.
That's cool. Next, please.
Rapid. Oh, these types of...
Classical. Are they types of like a heart disease or something, like rapid onset, something classic? Next, please. Blitz.
Oh, that's standard. It's,
So what's the
is
answer?
it? No, plus blitz. It's types of chess. Classical, rapid, blitz. Sudden death. I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe,
I'll give you another 30 seconds to think about it.
classical, rapid,
We'll say sudden death.
Not it, I'm afraid. Ramblers, do you want to go for a bonus point?
Speed?
Yeah.
Speed?
Not it either. Fergus, I think you know what's going on.
It's types of chess, I think, going down in the length of time you have for a match.
Exactly so, time controls. And sudden death sounds very exciting, but formerly bullet is what it would be called. Chess controls. Back to you, Ramblers, for the last question around. 2 reads. What would come forth in this sequence? Here's the first.
Oh, no.
18, 6 plus U equals 7.
Shall I go for another?
Yeah, I think that.
Next, please.
19, 7 plus N equals 8.
7 plus N. So N is the 14th letter? No, I don't know. Shall I go for another?
Yeah,
Next,
I think
please.
you do.
Yeah.
Okay.
What's the letter? So it's going to be
It's not
something
like
equals 10.
November.
It's going to be
or-
9 plus something equals 10, but what does the letter mean?
I don't know.
Is it? It's not planet, no.
Oh, Uranus,
Yeah, yeah, it
Neptune,
is.
Pluto.
Yeah?
Yeah.
So, but what's the last one? 9 plus
S?
M
Oh, you say.
equals 10. Oh, and
Not it, I'm
no.
afraid. Muppets, would you like to have a go for a bonus point?
9 plus T equals 10.
Not it. I think you know the sequence. What is the sequence?
Do you? I don't think we do. Something to do with planets of
Nothing
the
beyond
solar
that.
system, the U and the N and the P, but beyond that,
It's not plus anything. In the 18th century, there were believed to be 6 planets. They added Uranus to get 7. In the 19th century, 7 plus
Neptune.
Neptune to make 8. In the 20th century, they added
Pluto.
Pluto to make 9. And in the 21st century, they...
9 minus P.
9 minus P. They took Pluto away again. It was demoted
good.
to make 8. Here's a subsidiary question. Gustav Holst's Planet Suite was written in 1916, so early 20th century. So how many movements did it have?
No, I think it
Is
did
there
have
a
8.
Neptune?
didn't it?
It's 7 because he doesn't write one for Earth.
Oh, of course he doesn't, yeah.
That means at the end of round 2, the Muppets have 3 points, the Ramblers have 5. Connecting wall time now, and Ramblers, you'll be going first this time, so please choose lion or water.
Can we have the water ball, please?
Yes, you could. 2.5 minutes to solve the water wall, starting now.
Let's go.
Well, dead one.
Days of the week with so many of them. Rustic.
Yeah, good idea.
Keep saying things, keep saying
Rust
things.
belt.
Hut. Mina. What's Mina going to be?
There's a place in Egypt called Elmina.
Yeah, are there any anagrams in here or anything like that?
Just character in
Do you just want me to try some
Yeah,
days
just
of the
try
week?
some
I'll
things.
just do that while we go.
Pup hut. So that's a thing, isn't it?
Bible belt, rust belt.
Yeah, Bible belt, rust belt.
Okay.
Corn belt's a thing.
Is
What
it?
is?
Yes, in America.
Yep, and what
Sun
else?
belts.
Good, what
Go
else?
on.
Nice.
US.
Okay.
Which are less
Oh,
likely to be things? Those ones, maybe sat? No, okay, carry on.
Sighted.
Mope, map.
Sighted means seen.
Yeah.
Sighted is a past tense thing, maybe?
Yes.
Sat is past tense?
Yeah.
Shed is, and
Laid
laid
is.
is.
Oh no.
Are any of the
Something
others?
else.
Wed?
Put
Wed.
as well.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
goodness
Just
gracious
quickly.
me. Right, okay.
So what else? What's MP going to be?
Yeah, I'll ignore that for now,
Yeah.
because that's MP. Hut is an anagram of that.
I don't know. Try some more of the
Yeah,
past
try
tenses.
past tenses again.
Okay,
And
put
then-
word. Sat,
in the shed.
sighted.
Try that.
Try that. No. Try some other things. Oh,
Yes.
I've got one.
Days of the week.
Right, so
just
now try.
straight
Oh,
away.
so what of those?
So Mina, MP, and shed.
Oh, what's on days of the week? Yeah. Mina,
So
MP.
what about those three? Lamina, lamp, lashed.
Oh,
Any of the others work? Lord?
Lord, maybe.
yeah.
Is that a word? No, maybe not.
Latue, Laffrey, Lamon,
I don't think that's it. Is there another word that can do that?
Just try something.
Yeah, just
The
try
day.
it.
Just
Just
have a
try it.
guess.
We've got 2 guesses, so.
Lamon. Oh, I don't think.
Just some more days. Come on.
Latu.
You solved the wall. Very well done. You couldn't look more surprised.
Yeah.
What about the connections? Tell me about the first group, Sun, Rust, Corn, Bible.
So those can all be followed by belt.
And they're parts of America.
That's right, areas of America known as belts. And the next group, Sat, Put, and so on.
So these are all past tense of verbs.
I need to hear something else.
They're not.
Irregular.
Yeah, that's the word.
You said early on that sighted means seen, but that would be spelt differently.
Yeah.
In this case, it means positioned. Something
So-
could be put, laid, sat on a wall, sighted. It is verbs to do with positioning. And the next group, Tew, Mina, and so on.
Go with it. Yeah, go with it.
LA before all of them.
STA, statue, stamina, stamp, stashed. And the last one, Mun, Wed, Thurs, Fry.
Those are days of the week.
Those are the days of the week. So you found the 4 groups and you gave me 2 connections, so that is a total of 6 points. Let's bring in their opponents now, give them the other wall and see how they get on. It will be the lion wall for you Muppets, 2.5 minutes to solve it, starting now.
Oh my god.
Okay,
Days of the week. Sloth, brown bears. Sloth bear, brown bear.
Okay.
No. Sun bear.
Sun bear.
And commode is bear.
commode as well,
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So you've got
And Unite is a
Vice President, Unite Bond.
shall I cycle through some days?
Cycle through the days. Yeah.
Is this going to be a?
Yeah. Just while we're figuring things out.
Okay.
So one about unions. Unite the Union. Bond Street. Vice Films. Penthouse.
Vice.
Vice
Oh,
magazines. Vice. No.
There's ink. I see ice. I see.
Oh, Ice. 8. Ted.
Pen.
Ink.
Lin.
Anagrams. Untie. Unite. Untie.
Oh yes.
Pent or link.
Is rated might be one.
Rated.
I'm missing.
Vice. Vice Squad. Pent Squad. Link Squad. Sat.
Bond. Michael.
Michael.
Oh yeah.
Shall I try some of these other ones?
Yeah.
It's a Vice, Link, Unite. These are also and Bond. These are all things which are sort of connected.
Oh yeah, connecting.
So they-
Unite,
they-
Link, Bond, and
Wed.
Wed.
Also
Yeah.
Wed. Yes.
Okay, good. So
Rated. Vice. Pen. It could be something else.
I feel like it's maybe anagrams or pen. Vice.
I need to try some things, guys.
Fry pen.
Try
Twice and
the
rated.
weeks again. Try some combinations of the weeks. Try of the days.
Okay, this last one.
That's it. You've had your third go and the wall has frozen. But you found two groups. Well done. What are the connections? Sun, sloth and so on?
They're all bears, types of
They
bears.
are bears. You are good on the creatures. And the next group, wed, unite and so on?
To join things.
To join, exactly so. And of course you can get points for the connections in the groups you didn't find. So let's resolve the wall. There we go. Mun, pent, vice and so on.
No, I'm not sure, sorry.
It's a very difficult word one. You can put ser before all of them, S-E-R, to make sermon, serpent, service and serrated. And the last group, tu, thur, fre, sat.
Are they days of the week?
It's very hard to say that without giving that away, but of course they are the days of the week. So you found two groups, you gave me 3 connections, it's a total of 5 points. Well done on a difficult wall. Let's have a look at the overall scores. The Muppets have 8 points, the Ramblers have 11. Missing vowels time now for that place in the semi-final. So buzz with care teams, you can lose points as well as win them. I can tell you that the first group of disguised clues are all parts of speech and an example. Ramblers?
Verb and connect.
Correct. Muppets?
Conjunction and.
Correct. Muppets?
Article and a.
Well done. Ramblers?
Adverb and only.
Yes, it is. Next category, composers with one letter of their last name changed. Ramblers?
Henry Mancini?
Yes, it is. Ramblers?
Johann Sebastian Bach.
Yes, indeed. Ramblers?
Georges Bidet.
That's right. Ramblers?
Maurice Navel.
Yes, it is. Next category, yoga poses. Ramblers?
Downward facing dog?
Yes, it is. Muppets?
Sorry.
Don't know that one. Ramblers, do you know?
Stood forward bend?
Oh, I don't think that is a formal pose. It's seated forward bend. No time for any more yoga because that is the end of the quiz. And looking at the final scores, the winners with 18 points and through to the semi-finals are the Ramblers. Very well done, very well played to you. Muppets, you finished with 9 points. I'm afraid your journey ends here, but thank you so much for playing. It was lovely to meet you all. Well, that was a lot of fun. Was one of the many phrases that the focus group felt didn't sound genuine coming from me when I screen tested to be the face of the West Midlands Tourist Board. Apparently, something about me reminded them of the region's notoriously dysfunctional crime squad, so they went with Caroline Quentin, which I reckon is going to come back to haunt them. Good luck, Alton Towers. Good night.